Hello everybody, did you see the non-farm payrolls on Friday of last week? Pretty amazing. We had some really big moves on gold, we had some big moves on the currency pairs. So what can we expect for this upcoming week? Well, let's jump in and have a look, get started. Hello everybody, this is Rick Ray from rickrayfx.com/profile. That's my website, you can see there, to go where you can find out more about Forex trading and a little bit more about me. So here we are with another weekly analysis, this one starting for the 5th of June, the first full week in June 2023, where we will look at the fundamental high impact news that we need to be aware of that affects the movement of currencies and commodities. And of course, we'll also have a review of the profit and loss that we accumulated or the losses that we made. And of course, we will be looking at the new trade setups, which I am happy to share with you. But remember, these trade setups that I share with you, these are the trades that I will be taking. This is my perspective on how I see the market moving. I'm not suggesting or recommending you take the same trades. This is not financial advice. You can take the same trades, but it's up to you to manage your own account and use good risk management. Okay, before we do that, I'm always being asked about whether or not I can recommend a good broker. Well, I've been with Fullerton Markets for more than 5 years and I can recommend them easily. Okay, I've got clients in more than 25 countries around the world who are using Fullerton Markets. So if you'd like to sign up with a great broker, the link is below this video. It's an easy sign up and you can get started straight away. So the high impact news, what have we got coming out for this week, the first full week of June 2023? Well, not a whole lot, but there are some red items, some high impact items. We did have something today, which is Sunday, and that was the OPEC meeting. So I hope you are not trading gold over the weekend because that can cause drastic movements in oil. But then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, every day this week, we have a little bit of high impact news coming out. Now the times that you see here on the chart, as I always tell you, are Asian times if you live in Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore. So be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local time zones so you can be aware of these high impact fundamental news items that will be coming out for this first week of June. So let's have a look at the profit and loss that we encountered on this from last week's trade setups. And starting with gold, I did have a sell limit on gold at 1950 because gold has been bearish for a couple of weeks. But as always, you will get a correction. However, we got a really big correction Wednesday, Thursday, before the non-farm payrolls came out. And so if you did take that trade, you would have been stopped out on gold. However, we saw a great move, a great continuation of the bearish move, and we closed around 1941. So I'll be talking about that in my new trade setups that I'll be sharing with you. With the Euro USD, I had a sell limit at 1.0750, and that one did activate. Okay, the order opened, it went into a little bit of a loss, but now it's if you're still holding this trade, it's in good profit. So just move your stop loss down below break even and let the profit run on the Euro US. With the pound New Zealand, it was no trade. Okay, I said that the pound New Zealand, we had a couple of doji candles indicating that it could be ready for a turnaround, but we didn't see that. It even went even higher, and the high that it reached was higher than it's been in the last 3 years. But it does look like it's finally starting to make a change in direction. I'll share that with you in my new trade setups. But the pound New Zealand, I had no trade on that one last week. The odd US, unfortunately, we hit the stop loss on that one. And New Zealand US is now in profit. Okay, so move your stop loss down below break even and then continue to let that one run. It continues to be bearish, the New Zealand US. Pound US just went ballistic on us on Wednesday and Thursday, so that one would have hit the stop loss. The USD CAD, same thing. I had a buy limit on that one, but it went totally crazy on Thursday, and then sank really hard on all day Thursday and a little bit more on Friday. So we had a stop loss hit on the USD CAD. So not a very prosperous week. The Euro CAD, okay, as I've told you many times, you know, I give you a pending order. I give the price where you can wait for the currency to come back to you, let the market come to you. But it's hard to get exactly, all right? So sometimes it comes up within just a few pips and then it starts its big move. And that's exactly what happened with the Euro CAD. I had a sell limit at 1.4620. It didn't quite get there on Wednesday, but then it fell down dramatically, a huge drop on Wednesday, another drop on Thursday, and a continuing drop on Friday. So if that happens and you see that it's starting to make the turn in the right direction, take a small trade, okay? Even though it hasn't opened the pending order, take a small trade, and then as it moves in the right direction, you can add to a winning trade. Of course, move your stop loss below break even, protect your trade, protect your capital. But this would have been a greatly profitable trade if it had just got to that pending order. But again, if it didn't, and you see it moving in the right direction, go ahead and take the trade. Take a market execution trade, and this would have been very profitable. So what about the new trade setups that I've got? Well, here we go with gold, and it's finally going the right direction. It is continuing its bearish move. All right, we've had gold bearish on the day chart for over a couple of weeks. It went bullish last week on the 4-hour chart. So there was some indecision in the market, and apparently, obviously, we see that now. It turned out that they're waiting for the non-farm payrolls, and that was the big change in direction. A drop of 350 pips on Friday alone in one day. All right, so we are now out of the oversold area. It's about mid-range on the stochastic, and it's continuing its bearish move. It's showing neutral on the H4 chart. It was bullish, but it's showing on the H4 chart showing neutral, and it's still bearish on the day chart. So we are continuing our bearish move. And so take this trade, let the market come back to you. Okay, don't go in and sell first thing Monday morning. All right, don't chase the candles. Let the market come to you. Wait for a better price. We will see a correction back to around 1958 or 1960. And then take your trade there, and we would be aiming for about 1932 as the first level of support, where it was already at last week. And then below 1932, the next level would be 1920, and beyond that, 1900. So a sell limit on gold as we continue the bearish run. Euro US, a sell limit. This trade is open from last week, but I put another price in here if you didn't take this trade at 1.0745. The pound New Zealand, now I have a sell limit. It looks like it's beginning to turn. Okay, it is bearish on the 4-hour chart, still bullish on the day chart, but it looks like it's trying to make that move. It has already reached a high point where it hasn't been for 3 years, very, very high. This has been bullish since the 3rd of February. February, March, April, May. Okay, this has been bullish for a long time. It's time for this one to turn around and make a big correction. So I have a sell limit on the pound New Zealand at 2.0585. Now, because I'm getting contradictory signals on the day chart and the 4-hour chart, use a small lot. Okay, use a small lot. We could see another push up to the strong resistance. All right, so in that case, use a small lot size. But a sell limit on the pound New Zealand, 2.0585. And then the odd US, a sell limit on that one, entry price 0.6630. It just needs to make a slight correction, retrace, pull back just a little bit to that blue line, 0.6630. The New Zealand US, a sell limit on that one, entry price 0.6095. The pound US, I'm getting a neutral signal, and if you follow me at all, you know what happens when I get a neutral signal. Okay, for me it means no trade. If I don't have clear direction, I'm not going to take a trade. And the pound US is indicating neutral. You can see this on Thursday and Friday. Big move up, big move down. So no clear direction on the pound US. The USD CAD, well, let's go for a sell limit this time. This one is really whipsawing around. It's tough to call this one. You know, if you don't want to trade the USD CAD, that's fine. It's really hard to get a good trade that works out on the USD CAD, but I do have a sell limit at entry price 1.3480. And then finally with the Euro CAD, a sell limit, and it looks like it's way down there. Okay, it's got to come back a long way. All right, to 1.4520. And that being, I think it can't come back that far. It was up there just on Thursday of last week, and then it fell down really hard on Friday. But the stochastic is at 2. All right, that's extremely oversold, super oversold. So I do expect to see a big correction on the Euro CAD. All right, that's it for the trade setups, the new trade setups. And remember, it's up to you to manage your own account, to use good risk management. Don't overtrade, don't trade too big. Okay, be willing to grow your capital slowly over time. Don't chase the candles, don't be greedy, or you can be successful trading Forex. And some of you have indicated an interest in automated trading. Well, I love automated trading. And AI, ChatGPT, robots, EAs, it's the way to go in this day and age. And I've been doing automated trading for more than 5 years. I'm very, very happy with it. If you're interested in automated trading, I do have a dedicated website at prosperityrisingea.com where you can find out more information, or just message me. My Telegram ID is at rickrayfx. Thanks again for being here, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.